Hello, my name is Sandy and this is my fairy tale, Cute Alice and the Five Fluffy Monkeys. Once upon a time there was a kind girl called Cutie Alice. She was on the way to see her sister Lovely Anne Amanda, when she decided to take a short cut through Endless Park. It wasn't long before Cute got lost. She looked around, but all she could see were trees. Nervously, she fell into her bag to her favorite toy, Mr. Cinnamon, but Mr. Cinnamon was nowhere to be found. Cute began to panic. She felt sure she had begged Mr. Cinnamon to make matters worse. She was starting to feel hungry. Unexpectedly, she saw a fluffy monkey dressed in a golden pinafore disappearing into the trees. How odd, thought Cute. For the want of anything better to do, she decided to follow the peculiarly dressed monkey. Perhaps I could tell him the way out of the forest. Eventually, Cute reached a clearing. She found herself surrounded by houses made from different sorts of food. There was a house made from pumpkins, a house made from lollipops, a house made from biscuits, a house made from cakes, a house made from sweets, and a house made from muffins. She could feel her tummy grumbling looking at the houses, and nothing to ease her hunger. Hello, she called. Is anybody there? Nobody replied. Cute looked at the roof of the closest house and wondered if we were to go to eat somebody else's chimney. Obviously, it would be impolite to eat a whole house, but perhaps it would be considered acceptable to nibble the odd feature of Link, the odd linking in a time of need. A cackle broke through the air, giving a cute fright. A witch jumped into the space in front of the house. She was carrying a cage. In the cage was Mr. Cinnamon. Mr. Cinnamon! Shouted Cute. She turned into the witch. That's my toy. The witch just struggled. Give Cinnamon back, cried Cute. Not on your Nelly, said the witch. At least let Cinnamon out of that cage. Before she could reply, 5 fluffy monkeys rushed in from a footpath on the other side of the clearing. Cute recognized the one in the golden pinafore that she'd seen earlier. The witch seemed to recognize him too. Hello, big monkey, said the witch. Good morning, the monkey noticed Mr. Cinnamon. Who is this? That's Mr. Cinnamon, explained the witch. Oh, Mr. Cinnamon will look lovely in my house. Give it to me, demanded the monkey. The witch shook her head. Mr. Cinnamon is staying with me. Excuse me. Cute interrupted. Mr. Cinnamon will live with me and not in a cage. The monkey ignored her. Is there nothing you will trade? He asked to the witch. The witch thought for a moment, then said, I'd like to be entertained. I realize him to anybody who can eat a whole front door. Big Monkey looked at the house made from muffin and said, No problem. He could eat an entire house made from muffins if I want to. That's nothing, said the next monkey. I could eat 2 houses. There's no need to show off, said the witch. Just eat one front door and I'll let you have Mr. Cinnamon. Cute watched, feeling very worried. She didn't want the witch to give Mr. Cinnamon to Big Monkey. She didn't think Mr. Cinnamon would like living with that fluffy monkey away from her house and all her other toys. The other 4 monkeys watched while Big Monkey put on his bed and withdrew a knife and fork from his bro from his pocket. "I'll eat this whole house," said Big Monkey. "Just you watch." Big Monkey pulled it off a corner of the front door of the house made from nothing. He gulped down, smiling, and went back for more and more and more. Eventually, Big Monkey started to get bigger, just a little bit bigger at first, but after a few more forkfuls of muffins, he grew to the size of a large snowball, and he was every bit afraid. I don't feel too good," said Big Monkey. Suddenly, he started to roll. He grew so round that he could no longer balance. "Help!" he cried as the rolled down and slid into the forest. Big Monkey never finished eating the front door made from muffins, and Mr. Cinnamon remained trapped in the witch cage. Average Monkey stepped up and approached the house made from lollipops. "I'll eat this whole house," said Average Monkey. "Just you watch." Average Monkey pulled off a corner of the front door of the house made from lollipops. She pulled it down, smiling, and went back for more and more and more. After a while, Average Monkey started to look a little kissy. She got greener and greener. Wolf couldn't walk into the clearing. "What's this bush doing here?" he asked. "I'm not a bush, I'm a monkey," said Average Monkey. "It talks," exclaimed the woodcutter. "Those talking bushes are the worst kind. I'd better take it away before somebody gets hurt." "No way!" cried Average Monkey, as the woodcutter picked her up. But the woodcutter ignored her cries and carried the monkey away under his arm. Average Monkey never finished eating the front door made from lollipops, and Mr. Cinnamon remained trapped in the sweet witch cage. Little Monkey stepped on the approach the house made from sweets. "I will eat this whole house," said the little monkey. "Just you watch." Little Monkey pulled it off a corner of the front door of the house made from sweets. He gulped it down, smiling, and went back for more and more. After 5 or 6 platefuls, Little Monkey started to think uncomfortably on the spot. He stopped eating sweets for a moment, then grabbed another forkful. But before he could eat it, there came on an alarming roar. A bird burst louder than a rocket taken off, propelling Little Monkey into the sky. "Oh!" cried Little Monkey. "I'm scared of heights." Heights. Little Monkey was never seen again. Little Monkey never finished eating the front door made from sweets, and Mr. Cinnamon remained trapped in the witch cage. Tiny Monkey stepped out and approached the house made from cakes. "I eat this whole house," said Tiny Monkey. "Just you watch." Tiny Monkey pulled it off a corner of the front door on the house made from cakes. She gulped down, smiling, and went back for more and more and more. However, on the next mouthful, the food fell straight out of Tiny Monkey's mouth. He tried to stuff in another forkful of cake, but once again the food fell out. There just wasn't enough room left in her belly. "This is just not fair," declared Tiny Monkey, and stomped off into the forest. Tiny Monkey never finished eating the front door made from cakes, and Mr. Cinnamon remained trapped in the witch cage. Even Tinier Monkey stepped up and approached the house made from biscuits. "I'd eat this whole house," said even Tinier Monkey. "Just you watch." Even Tiny Monkey peeled off a corner of the front door of the house made from biscuits. He gulped it down, smiling, and went back for more and more and more. Suddenly, even Tiny Monkey stopped eating and started dancing. While he danced, he sang off the tongue with the loose biscuits. Watch me eat all the biscuits. If you look at grow, the biscuits are making you imperative, laughed the witch. Oh no, they're not, cried even Tiny Monkey. I am always decided, which that he walked into a tree. Boing! Even Tiny Monkey backed his head and fell backwards onto his bottom. He bounced out exhausted. Even Tiny Monkey never finished eating the front door made from biscuits, and Mr. Cinnamon remained trapped in the witch cage. That's it, said the witch. I get to keep Mr. Cinnamon. Not so fast, said Cute. There is still one front door to go. The front door of the house made from pumpkins, and I even had a tour yet. I don't have to give you a tour, laughed the witch. My game, my rules. The woodcutter's voice carried through the forest. I think you should give her a choice. It's only fair. Fine, said the witch, but you saw what happened to the monkey. She won't last long. I'll be right back, said Cute. What? Said the witch. Where's your sense of impassion? So you wanted Mr. Cinnamon back. Cute ignored the witch and gathered a hefty pile of sticks. She came back to the clearing and started a small campfire. Carefully, she broke off a piece of the door of the house made from pumpkins and toasted it over the fire. Once it had cooked and cooled just a little, she took a bite. She quickly devoured the whole piece. You sat down on the nearby lawn. You failed, cried the witch. You were supposed to eat the whole door. I haven't finished it, explained Cute. I'm just waiting for your food to go down. When Cute's food had digested, she broke off another piece of the door made from pumpkins. Once more she toasted and fired and waited for it to cool just a little. She ate in a leisurely pace, then waited for it to digest. Eventually, after several sittings, Cute was down to the final piece of the door made from pumpkins. Carefully, she tossed all allowed to cool just a little. She finished her final course. Cute had eaten the entire front door for the house made from pumpkins. The witch stamped her foot, angry. You must have tricked me, she said. I don't reward cheating. I don't think so, said the voice. It was the woodcutter. He walked back little into the clearing carrying his axe. This little girl won't fair and square no hand over Cinnamon, or I will chop you broomstick in half. The witch looked horrified. She grabbed his broomstick and placed it behind her. Then huffing, she opened the door of the cage. Cute hurried over and grabbed Cinnamon, checking that her favorite toy was all right. Fortunately, Cinnamon was unharmed. Cute thanked to the woodcutter, grabbed a quick souvenir, and hurried up to meet Lovely. It was starting to get dark. When Cute got to Lovely's house, her sister threw her arms around her. I was so worried, cried Lovely. You are very late. As Cute described her day, she could tell that Lovely didn't believe her, so grabbed a napkin from her pocket. What's that? asked Lovely. Cute unwrapped a dark knob made from lollipops. Put in, she said. Lovely almost fell off her chair. The end.